Students, welcome to the channel of Department of Management Studies, Amritsar Group of Colleges. Today, I, Arjinder Kaur, Associate Professor in Department of Management Studies, will be discussing the topic of economic order quantity. The contents of our lecture will cover what is economic order quantity, what are the various inventory costs associated with calculation of EOQ, and we'll also discuss the basic model of EOQ. So first of all, let's know what actually EOQ is. EOQ, that is economic order quantity, is one of the oldest and most commonly known inventory control technique. It was developed in year 1913 by Ford W. Harris. Economic order quantity is the ideal order quantity a company should purchase to minimize inventory cost such as holding cost, shortage cost, and ordering cost. So now let's talk about the various costs. So carrying cost is the cost of holding an item in stock, and it covers the cost of warehousing and storage, the salaries of clerical and staff employed in the warehouses, the cost of insurance, any interest or taxes paid by the company. Next is the ordering cost, which is basically the cost of placing an order, and it includes the cost of putting quotation, cost of placing an order, cost of transportation, receiving, inspecting and storing, and the cost of quality control. Last is the shortage cost. It is the temporary or permanent loss of sales when demand cannot be met. So in the rarest of rare circumstances, if we don't get the material ordered on time, we may need to shut down our factory for some time. So it will result in the loss of sales. So that loss of sales is basically the shortage cost. So now let's talk about the various assumptions of the basic EOQ model. So basic EOQ model assumes that demand is known and constant. So we assume that whatever annual demand is, it is known in advance and it will remain constant. It will not change during the course of time. So the lead time, second assumption is that the lead time is known and constant. So lead time is basically the time gap between placing an order and receiving the order. For example, we have placed an order on 1st of April of 2020 and we received it on 15th of April 2020. So our lead time will be 15 days. The receipt of inventory is instantaneous and complete. We assume that whatever order we have placed, we'll receive it in one go. So for example, we have placed an order of 1000 units. So we placed 1000 units at one time. It's not that we'll receive 500 units in one instance and then 500 units again. So the another assumption is that shortages are not allowed. So before starting to know how to calculate EOQ, let's learn about the inventory order cycle. So on the horizontal axis we have shown time, and on the vertical axis we have shown the inventory level. So whenever we place an inventory order, so on receiving that inventory, our inventory level will rise to a level called Q, which is the maximum inventory level. So this line represents the demand rate. So when we'll start using that inventory, it will keep on falling, and at one point of time it will fall to a level called R. So whenever it will reach at this level, we'll place another order because this is the reorder point. Then again we'll start using that quantity and it will fall to the minimum level. So the time gap between this reorder point and the minimum inventory level is called lead time. Again, at this point, we'll receive our inventory and it will rose to the Q level. So, in the rare circumstances, it may happen that our demand rate is more than the rate in the normal demand rate. In those cases, our inventory level will finish much before reaching a reorder level. So we may need to place an order before reaching a reorder level. So we must avoid such circumstances. Now the next thing is how we'll calculate EOQ algebraically. So the optimal order quantity is the point that minimizes the total cost, where the total cost is the sum of ordering cost and carrying cost. So the steps that are need to be performed to calculate EOQ includes, first step is develop an expression for ordering cost, and second is develop an expression for carrying cost. Third is set ordering cost equal to carrying cost, as we know that EOQ will occur at a level where our ordering cost is equal to the carrying cost. So now in the last step we need to solve this equation to get the desired optimum quality. So before knowing the formula for calculation of EOQ, first learn the expressions that will be used in calculation of EOQ. Q represents the number of units per order. Q star represents the EOQ. Capital D refers to the annual demand in units. CEO represents ordering cost for each order, and CC represents carrying or holding cost per unit per year. So as you know that the first step in calculation of EOQ is calculation of ordering cost. So annual ordering cost will be the number of orders placed per year into ordering cost per order. To know the number of orders placed per year, we'll divide annual demand with the number of units in each order, and when this is multiplied by order cost per order, it will give us the total annual ordering cost. So the expression for this calculation of ordering cost is D, which is annual demand over Q, quantity per order, into CO, that is ordering cost per order. In the next step, we'll calculate the carrying cost. Annual carrying cost is equal to average inventory level into carrying cost per unit per year. Average inventory will be calculated by dividing the order quantity, that is EOQ, by the 2. When it is multiplied by carrying cost per unit per year, it will give us the total annual carrying cost. So the expression for this is Q, that is EOQ, divided by 2 into CC. In the next step, the third step, we were required to make ordering cost equal to the carrying cost, because we know that optimal order quantity is found when ordering cost is exactly equal to the carrying cost. So D by Q into CO is equal to Q by 2 into CC. To solve for Q star, that is EOQ, simply cross multiply terms and isolate Q on the left of the equal sign. So if we cross multiply these two equations, we'll get 2 DCO over Q square into CC. And if we isolate Q square on the left hand side, we'll be left with 2 DCO over CC on the right hand side. So Q star is EOQ. So if square is not on the left hand side, if Q square is on the left hand side, so we have to take the square root of the right hand side. So now the final expression is Q star is equal to under root 2 DCO over CC. So to have more clarification of this concept, we'll solve a practical example. So from the following particulars, calculate the EOQ. annual requirement, that is annual demand, is equal to 1600 units. Cost of materials per unit is rupees 40. Cost of placing and receiving one order is rupees 50. And annual carrying cost for inventory value is 10%. So, I would like to tell you that carrying cost is always given as percentage. It is calculated by multiplying this percentage with the cost of material or cost of inventory. So, in this case, our ordering cost is already given as rupees 50 and carrying cost will be calculated as 40 multiplied by 10%. So, here 40 is the material cost and 10% is the carrying cost. So, it comes out to be rupees 4. The formula for calculating EOQ was under root 2 DCO over CC. So, 2 into D, that is 1600, into 50, that is ordering cost, over CC, that is rupees 4. It comes equal to 200 units. So this 200 units is actually our economic order quantity. So let's solve another example. The John Equipment Company estimates its carrying cost at 15% and its ordering cost at $90 per order. The estimated annual requirement is 4,800 units at a price of $4 per unit. You are required to calculate what is the most economical number of units to order, what are the number of orders to be placed in a year, and about how often will an order need to be placed. Solution is on the next slide. So, to calculate EOQ, the formula is under root 2 DCO over CC. So, 2 multiplied by 4,800 into 90, which is our ordering cost, over 15% of 4, which is our carrying cost. It comes out to be 1200 units. Next, we need to calculate the number of orders to be placed in a year. To calculate the number of orders placed in a year, we need to divide the annual demand with EOQ. So our annual demand is 4,800 units. At one time, we'll order 1200 units. So our total order in a year will be 4. Lastly, we need to calculate how often will an order need to be placed, that is frequency of orders. To calculate the frequency of orders, we need to divide the number of days in 1 year over number of orders. Let's assume that the total number of days in a year is 360 and the number of orders placed is 4. So the frequency of order will be after 90 days. After every 90 days, we'll place a new order. So that's all about the calculation of EOQ. Hopefully you have understood the concept. Thank you, students.